Team Fortress 2, a team-based objective-oriented shooter, something I'm sure we're all sick of at this point. However, what sets this game apart from the rest, at least to me, are the simplistic classes, the ability to swap out weapons based on your playstyle, but what I think sets it apart from the rest is the admittedly loose definition of team in Team Fortress 2. In most casual settings, you'll find that most people aren't trying to coordinate or help their team, other than trying to capture a point or push a payload. Is this a bad thing? Not entirely, but helping your team do those things doesn't have to be sitting in the back line, just playing medic. No. What if I told you that you could play arguably the most powerful class and quickest class in the game, but also support your team in an almost unmatchable way, while also making yourself stronger? In case you haven't picked up on it already, or just haven't played the game, I'm referring to the Battalion's Backup, a backpack item for the soldier. This item has gotten more popular in recent years due to the works of creators Zesty Jesus and El Maxo, but from what I see, there are many players that brush it off in favor of the gunboats, which I myself am guilty of sometimes. In this video, we'll break down the Battalion's Backup, from its origins to its impact on TF2's meta, and hopefully by the end, some of you may try using it more often. The Battalion's Backup is among 3 backpack items for Soldier, and objectively the best defensively. Unlike other secondaries like the shotguns, which are used as additional firepower, or the gunboats, which are used to allow for more mobility for the Soldier, the Backup sacrifices these benefits in favor of team-oriented utility. It challenges the Soldier to rethink their role on the battlefield, not just as a damage dealer, but as a protector and enabler for his teammates. At a glance, the weapon provides a simple but impactful passive benefit, plus 20 maximum health. This bonus raises the soldier's base health pool from 200 to 220, which might not seem like much at first. However, in practical terms, that extra health often allows the soldier to survive a crucial rocket blast, sticky bomb, or burst of damage that would otherwise leave him out of the fight. But the true benefit lies in the rage mechanic. The rage meter builds through damage dealt, rewarding aggressive and calculated offensive play. Unlike some other soldier secondaries that enhance mobility or provide raw firepower, the Backup encourages the soldier to actively participate in fights to charge its meter. Once fully charged, the Backup can be deployed to grant nearby teammates 3 vital benefits: a 35% reduction in incoming damage, 50% damage from sentry guns, and complete immunity to critical hits. First, the damage reductions. Say there's a sentry nest that just won't die and is keeping your team pretty much hard stuck. Well, you just deal 600 damage as soldier, maybe get a medic on your ass, and blow that NG and his stupid little buildings to goddamn kingdom come. Damage resistances are damn near overpowered in this game, as they can completely shut down an enemy team. But you know what else can shut down a team? Crits, which the Backup conveniently throws out the fucking window. This item can completely shut down a crits charge, nullify random crits completely, thank God. Once activated, the Backup projects this effect in a 450 hammer unit area. The Battalion's Backup was introduced in the Manconomy update of 2010, back when Valve added meaningful content. It was added along with the Black Box and Grenadier Softcap as a part of the Tank Buster set. At release, its stats were similar to those today, however, there was no sentry resistance and the rage meter was built up from taking damage rather than doing it. It was introduced with a batch of weapons that emphasized team play, such as the Mad Milk and Sydney Sleeper. So, how or when should someone use the Battalion's Backup? Well, it's used best with your team. Surprising, I know. The backup is great with pretty much all power classes, and even some more support-oriented ones like medic and engineer. Let's dive deeper into how to maximize its effectiveness with different teammates, timings, and strategies. While you'll be using the backup, its effects also benefit other soldiers on your team. Pairing it with a buff banner creates a strong mix of offensive and defensive buffs, making pushes much easier. The Heavy's tank role pairs well with the backup's 35% damage reduction, letting them absorb more damage while maintaining damage output. It's especially useful for choke point pushes or payload defense. The Demo Man's high damage output makes him a key target. Activating backup during a push gives him the protection needed to spam grenades or set traps more effectively. The medic is a natural ally for the backup soldier. Protecting your medic is vital for sustaining pushes or holding defenses. And the crit immunity ensures that your medic doesn't get taken out by a random crit. Engineers often play in static positions that are vulnerable to explosive spam and crits. The backup helps mitigate these threats, making it easier for engineers to maintain their buildings and support the team. Choke points are natural killing zones for enemies. The backup allows your team to soak up incoming damage and push through areas that would otherwise be meat grinders. If the enemy medic is running crit screen, the backup is your best counter. Activating it during a crit screen charge nullifies their crits, leaving their primary damage dealers far less effective. On last point defenses, where every bit of damage matters, the backup can make it significantly harder for the enemy team to get final picks or clear your team off the point. If you're playing solo or your team isn't coordinating well, the backup's utility diminishes. Without teammates to benefit from the buff, you might be better off using another secondary like the shotgun or gunboats. On maps with fewer choke points or wide open areas, like Hightower or Harvest, the backup's aura may not cover enough teammates to be impactful. In these cases, mobility-focused options like the gun modes might serve you better. Don't activate the backup immediately after charging it. Instead, wait for the moment when your team is under heavy fire or when the enemy team is about to execute a coordinated push. The backup's aura has a limited range, so you need to position yourself carefully to ensure that key teammates like your medic or heavy are within the buff radius. Keep an eye on your team's movement and adjust accordingly. Let your team know when you're about to activate the backup. This allows them to take full advantage of the buff by playing more aggressively or pushing objectives. The Battalion's backup isn't just a secondary weapon. It's an incredible tool that elevates the soldier's role from just a damage dealer to a true team leader. By sacrificing a bit of firepower or mobility, you gain the ability to protect yourself and your team from spam, pushes, and bullshit random crits. It can turn the tides of battle in ways almost no other item can. It doesn't suit every playstyle, but in the hands of a competent player, it's a game-changing tool that provides the value of its role. So, if you haven't tried the Battalion's backup yet, give it a shot in the next match. See how it reshapes your playstyle and contributes to your team's success. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the backup deserves more recognition? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, or on Twitch every Friday.